Thanks for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And now let's get into this podversation. Hey, what's up guys? We're going to have a quick podversation about Paula White again, and this time the question is, does she have some dirt on other preachers and those who are in these church leadership roles that have come out to criticize this viral prayer that she had when she was praying for the now former president of the United States, Donald Trump, and praying for angels from Africa and South America to come and intervene in this election and stop anything that would hinder him from being her almighty leader for another 4 years. Because like I said in my previous video, I believe that Paula White is a fraud. I truly believe that based on a number of her actions, and it's not just because she is the spiritual advisor to the current president. It's because of a number of other things, and I'm not going to go down that list again. You can go and listen to that previous episode, and I'll put a link to that in the description box if you haven't listened to that episode yet. But in this calling out and asking people to call her if they have a problem with her, this had to have been some sort of underlying mini threat in some way. Like, I see you, you may see me, but I see you.
Some of you have my number. 6,000 people that got my phone number. You've got my number, all right? You know exactly. I'll be bold enough to say how to call me. Don't be a coward and put something out on the internet when you have my number. Call me. Call me. Because we'll sit up here and I'll have you come here and we'll talk about it. We'll sit here. You guys go ahead and you write. You go. In fact, I already told you my favorite meme, and I'm going to say it again, is victory, victory, victory. I love the cat meme. That was the best one with Eminem, all right? I expect that. That's awesome. Just take the prophetic word around the world. But if you call yourself a blood-bought believer, you've got an offense with me. You're to come to one another. If we can't work it out, then we're to go to spiritual authority. If spiritual authority can't work it out, we're to go before the church. I'm not talking about City of Destiny. I'm talking about the worldwide church, the church of Jesus Christ. And let the church excommunicate one of us.
And you may know some things about me, and you may be calling me out, but I can call you out on some things too. And so I'm wondering, does she have some things on some other people who are in these positions of leadership in a number of these churches? Because I mean, she doesn't have to come out and call out Kenneth Copeland. We've all seen what he did, and he clearly was not speaking against her because he's pretty much on the same page as she is.
The media said what? The media said Joe Biden's president. Ha 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 ha.
And okay, yeah, that was nuts. That was crazy. But whatever. Kenneth Copeland, he already had a lot of issues. That's another one of those that has been called out for his financing of his jets that he says he has to have because he can't fly on airplanes where demons and unclean people are getting, on and off, and he doesn't need to be surrounded by other demons and filthy people. Like, it was just ridiculous. And so he's got a number of issues, and he's been confronted about his finances and just a lot of different things with him. So yeah, he's definitely got a lot of issues. But clearly there are a lot of people like myself who called her out with this prayer, and not just because she was praying for the election. I don't have a problem actually with anyone that was praying that the election would not have any issues, because let's face it, there are a lot of nut jobs out here in this world, and there are people that were threatening if things didn't go their way, then they were going to do this and they were going to do that, and just a lot of things that are just truly ignorant and crazy. So I don't have a problem with people praying. I prayed that there wouldn't be any craziness going on, and nobody would be hurt and nobody would be injured, and people would just be able to exercise their right, if they have the right to vote for whoever they want to vote for. That's their right. So yeah, I don't have a problem with anyone praying that there would be safety and people would be covered and protected, and that there wouldn't be any issues or injuries or anything like that. So there's nothing wrong with that. But the issue was the fact that she was praying this crazy prayer, and it was like she wanted a particular person to win. Again, nothing wrong with people wanting whoever they vote for to win. That's the whole point of voting. You vote for someone and you hope that who you vote for wins. But she, being somebody who's supposed to be neutral, who's supposed to be a leader in the church, supposedly, you're supposed to pray for whoever is in office. You're not supposed to play favorites. You're not supposed to be about, I want this person to be my leader, and because they're not my leader, then I feel like the other person is the devil or the devil's chosen authority or whatever. So that's part of the craziness. But when she's calling out these people saying, my number, I've got over 6,000 people that have my phone number. She's not talking about me. She's not talking about you, probably. She's talking about people who are in this evangelical world, or this church world, or this Christian world, or whatever they call it, that she says has her phone number. So I'm thinking, okay, well, what do you have on these people? What is it that you would like to call out? If you don't like to be called out, if you don't feel like what you did needed to be spoken of by those other people, then what do you have on them? What can you share with us that you have on them? And so it's kind of ridiculous that she said, you got my number. You can just speak to me directly. You don't have to go out on social media and talk about it. You can talk to me directly, because I could share some stuff. I could put some stuff out there. So to me, that sounded like a threat. I don't know what you guys think, but she sounded like she just wants to speak her piece on some people who she feels like were speaking on her. So now I'm trying to think, who could it be? Who could these people be that she has an issue with? Now, I know Pastor Jamal Bryant came out and he made some statements on his Twitter account, I believe, about the prayer that she prayed. So I don't know if she's pissed at him or whoever else, but I would love to know what she feels like she needs to share about other people. But I don't think there was anything wrong with them calling her out, because what she did and how she went about doing things, it just made her look absolutely insane. And again, like I said, I do not care for this woman. I'm not just speaking about her because I don't care for her, but it's just so many different things that I've seen over the years that has made me see her as a fraud. And when she came out and she did this prayer and it went viral, I just had to speak on it. So I would love to know what you guys think. What does she feel like she has on other people that she could put out there based on what she did, and she doesn't feel like she should have been called out on this prayer? She doesn't feel like she was wrong. So what do you all think? Do you think this goes further? Do you think she's going to come out and share some things? And if so, what could it be and who could it be? I'm definitely curious, because I'm not even going to lie. She tried to act like she was gangster up on the stage in the church with her tracksuit on and her sneakers. This time she wasn't dressed up. This time she didn't have on the heels and the pumps and the skirt or suit. She had on her little tracksuit and her, and her sneakers. So It looked like she was dressed to fight. I'm just kidding. She's ridiculous. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section.